Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bangman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. What's the deal with saying that everything is political? It's like saying everything is art with the ground. When I say that, what I mean is, like, this is kind of this weird, not helpful, not descriptive argument or something. Like, basically, I hear this a lot. People will say, because you'll kind of have someone like, I don't know, me, who pretty much seems to be pretty non-political. I don't really talk about political things that much, or my opinions on political topics, or whatever. So, most of the time, I guess I would consider myself to be rather apolitical. And, if you've seen stuff on the channel, you probably know. I've been around for like 10 years. I rarely talk about politics. But, I don't know, like, some people like to kind of throw that out there, like, well, everything is political. And that's horseshit. And I think everything is political in the sense more that you can find some kind of political spin to anything, sure. There's plenty of things you can look at where it's like, you can somehow tie it to some sort of political issue or idea without the thing that someone's actually talking about or saying inherently being all that political. Or maybe finding some definition of something being political, of what is political, and then having such a broad definition that you can kind of put anything into that. And that's why I say it's kind of like saying everything is art. I mean, in some ways, yeah, depending on how you define that, sure, everything can be art. But I don't think that means that everything necessarily is art. And a lot of that, because it's so subjective, I think a lot of that should fall kind of into the hands of, people who are making those judgments. Like, if I drew a picture and it was just to illustrate a point, not to create some kind of work of art, someone could find artistry in it. Someone could call it art. But if my whole intent was not artistic about it, and I'm saying myself that this isn't art, this wasn't the point, that's not what I'm doing here, then chances are pretty good that, generally speaking, that shouldn't be considered art. And if what I'm saying is something that isn't political and isn't tied to anything in the political sphere, the way I'm saying it or doing it or whatever, right? That probably shouldn't be considered political, even if you can kind of find some kind of spin or definition or something to make it seem like it is. So, what's the deal with saying that everything is political? It's like saying everything is art with the ground. What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal?